Hey guys, Ruminating. We're here back with another Christmas review. That's right. So, I just got done watching the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special on Disney Plus. This is a kind of an unexpected one because once again, much like Werewolf by Night, it's not even an hour long, and it's another seasonal special offering from Marvel Studios. So of course I was gonna check this out, and also because had to check it out because I love the Guardians of the Galaxy films. I think especially the first one. They're just a lot of fun, so funny, great characters, and actually pretty emotional as well. With all of that unique James Gunn sensibility, so I was looking forward to seeing what James Gunn would bring us with with a Christmas special, especially with this being sort of like the as a nice bit of release before the proposed tearjerker of Volume 3 comes out in May, and before he permanently moves on to being head of DC Films with Peter Safran. But does it deliver as a fun, feel good, festive treat? Let's find out. So, in the holiday special, we see the Guardians of the Galaxy have bought Knowhere from Taneleer Tivan, the collector, and they are trying to, get it redone so that it is livable. When Drax and Mantis hear of the story of how Yondu ruined Christmas for Peter and decide to make this an extra special one by heading to Earth and getting Kevin Bacon as a Christmas present and bringing him back to Knowhere for Peter. With inevitably messy results. As you can tell by the little smile on my face, I had a lot of fun with this. Sure, it lacks the edge that Gunn brought to the actual mainline films, but were you really wanting edge from a Christmas special? Like, well, maybe if it was a sequel to Violent Night, but this holiday special is just lovely. It's a real heartwarming, feel good, festive treat, and it also helps that it is very, very funny. Throughout most of the film, I just had this great big smile on my face. It's Christmas, and what's not to love about Christmas? And it also helps that the Guardians of the Galaxy are just such a lovable company. Like quite frankly, I could spend an entire feature film in the company of these guys, and we have twice before. So the this really fun, mismatched, dysfunctional family of sorts is just a constant delight with they have real natural chemistry, and the dialogue just feels just so real. Like it feels like we're actually watching these guys talking to each other rather than actors just playing characters. And possibly the highlight of this is the delightful dynamic once again between Drax and Mantis, who actually take center stage this one as they hatch a harebrained plot to kidnap Kevin Bacon and bring him over to Knowhere as a Christmas present. It is so much fun watching them just hanging about in Hollywood, discovering the local culture for the first time. Like at one point, Mantis sees a guy dressed as Captain America, thinking it's the real Steve Rogers, with inevitably hilarious results. And we have another really funny scene of Drax and Mantis at a bar, just just enjoying the vibe. It's never something I thought I'd want to see just Drax and Mantis just hanging about in LA, just soaking up the culture. But it's just a delight. Also equally delightful is, yes, Kevin Bacon. uh, he's so much fun. He's clearly having a ton of fun riffing on himself and his past roles, and he's just a delight to watch. This is not how I imagined Kevin Bacon joining the MCU, but I'm all for it. He's so funny, and he also gets a fun little song as well. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The soundtrack is great. We get a few, Christmas hits in there. Most notably, the Pogues' "Fairy Tale of New York" is sort of like a theme song of this film. Oh, and there's the original song composed for the film, "I Don't Know What Christmas Is," by the old 97s. That was a fun song, very fun riff on the myth of Santa Claus. Yeah, I don't think the creatures that wrote this song saw quite what Santa Claus did in Violent Night, but it's it's really funny, just the things they imagine Santa Claus doing. It's so much fun. And beneath all the witty character interactions, the fun soundtrack, the the festive feel good tone, and the really fun set design. That's the thing that I always love about these films, is just the practical production design, just really making the world feel a bit more lived in. Beneath all that is a real beating heart, which is one of the strongest points of the two mainline films. And there's the particularly in regards to a secret Mantis has, there's a strong emotional through line in regards to why she wants to make this Christmas extra special for Peter, and it's just, it's lovely. I will say though, it obviously doesn't feel like it has massive repercussions to the larger MCU. Well, apart from the secret Mantis keeps, and really the introduction of Maria Bakalova as the voice of Cosmo the Space Dog. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her in Volume 3, because she was very fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of her dynamic with Rocket. But yeah, overall, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special is just a real fun Marvel Christmas treat from and a much surprisingly lighter, good-natured project from James Gunn, especially considering the vulgarity and violence of his two DC offerings. But yeah, all in all, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's just a delight. If you haven't watched it yet, get watching it. It'll put you right in the festive spirit. And all the best for James Gunn's future at DC, because his absence here is really going to be felt after Volume 3. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special? What did you think of it? What do you make of the old 97 song? Do you want Kevin Bacon for Christmas? Do you have faith in James Gunn and his future at DC? Let me know all that down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Don't forget the subscribe button if you're new. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload.